I see.
This too.
Well?
Fine.
Hey. But, man, Hajime, right? How mean. Damn it. Hey.
Something... How... So just as I thought.
That's weird.
Damn right. Huh? Like... Hey! I get it. Huh. Huh? Like... I get it. Damn it.
I've listened to the whole story. Well... See? Yep. You got it wrong! But... Huh? See?
Good instincts.
Do you have a minute?
This, too, must be the will.
Huh?
Yep.
Um... Perhaps.
Huh?
So... I am concerned.
Yep.
See?
Silent.
Hey,
Wow. I don't like this. This is kind of depressing.
yep.
Fine. Taste your power!
So... Oh my!
Good instincts.
Well... You... You are right. Well,
Hey, hey! Right! Man. Hey! Huh?
Hajime.
That's right!
Hey, hey.
Man.
Well,
Hey!
hmm. Hmm.
You...
Hmm. Hmm.
Now then.
All right!
Hey, hey! go! Huh? Like...
Danganronpa.
I s- Oh. Ah! 'cause... Hey. Aww. Hey, hey. Well? See? See? Nope.
I've been found!
That's wrong. Yep. I think...
So you have... Listen well!
Oh my! However... Perhaps... You are right. Perhaps... Hyoko,
Stupid! Where are you? Because Mahiru.
If that is the case, how about you do it? Do you remember the full-length mirror in the storage room at the music venue? If you do it while standing in front of a large mirror, also shutting yourself... It cannot be.
No.
Damn right. I get it. I see. Hey! I see. Like... Well, yeah. Well. Huh? Jeez. Huh. Hello there. I see. Hey!
Did you call me? What? What are you gonna do?
Huh?
Listen up!
That's...
Here! Look forward to it, okay?
Hey.
No, no, no! Are you sure? No, no, no! Are you sure?
Impossible.
What's this? Too bad. You're so... shocking. Hey, well now. Now, I can't wait! I can't wait! Now, Ben, please relax and enjoy the...
Monokuma was born in a remote village full of old people because the death rates outpaced the birth rates. One day, Monokuma was swept up by a tornado created by a helicopter gunship during a routine military exercise. and was whisked away to Monami's country. Monokuma wanted to return to his homeland so he could go back to pestering the old people for change. So he began his journey to see the wizard Monami, who was rumored to grant any wish one desires. Along the way, he met a very loyal group of friends. Monokuma met a Monami scarecrow who was missing a brain. When he recommended that she commit suicide, the Monami scarecrow hanged herself and died. He also met a Monami lion who was missing her courage, so he pumped her full of arrows. He also met a Monami tin man who was missing a heart, so Monokuma sliced her into lumps of iron. After a lot of other stuff happened, Monokuma finally reached the wizard Monami, the great and powerful. Eventually, one thing led to another, and he started beating the crap out of Monami. And in the end, he somehow usurped the kingdom from her. With this, Monokuma enslaved the old people, took their pensions, and lived the rest of his days in luxury. And he lived happily ever after. The end.
Phew!
So... bye-bye!
Well... But...
Hello! The class trials, so make Welcome!
Wait!
Monami's such a dumb child.
Hey! Hey! That's...
Anyway... bye-bye!
I won't let...
Hey! Hey! Huh?
Damn it!
Well... How about it?
What do you yearn for?
See?
I'm gonna do it! What?
Hey, hey!
No. Well now. Yeah. Now then, let's begin with this. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for. If you vote correctly, then oh well, who cares about this?
I don't mind starting the trial, but I don't really have a grasp of how the case played out. You know, because I was...
Even if you do grasp it, you're just gonna...
But Nagito's not alone. I don't really get it either.
You're fine. Your head...
Empty head? Huh, listen up! The emptier your head, the more dream...
Anyway, we shouldn't proceed with the trial if those two can't participate in the arguments. Since he's the first witness, why don't we ask Hajime?
Then, let's start with when we split into the hospital team and motel team because of the despair disease. The hospital team consisted of Nagito, Ibuki, and Akane, who were infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and me.
The other 5 on the motel team were myself, Gundam, Kazuichi, Chiaki, and Hyoko.
Spending the night at the hospital was prohibited, so Hajime and I had to sleep at our cottages.
I woke up at my cottage on the day the incident happened. Mikan came by to wake me up and told me that Nagito had recovered from his symptoms. We immediately headed over to the hospital, and I made Mikan rest in the on-call room, since she hadn't slept all night. And then, I saw the incoming signal light on the surveillance camera blinking before our scheduled time. When I pressed the button to turn on the monitor, what appeared on screen was... a video of someone wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head, climbing a stepladder.
Amazing! That's such a heart-pounding story! And then what did you do, Hajime?
I tried to stop them, of course. I rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was... But it was too late. By the time I arrived, the person wearing the hemp bag on their head was already hanging from the ceiling. I thought I should tell the others right away, so I headed to the motel.
Why the motel?
Because it was close to the music venue, and unlike the hospital, there were... At least, that's what I thought.
But I remember feeling a little relieved because not long after, we met up with Mikan and Fuyu.
We were also looking for Ibuki.
After I rested for a bit, I started counting everyone at the hospital. And then I noticed Ibuki was gone, so I sprinted out of the hospital. Coincidentally, I ran into Fuyuhiko, so I pled with him in
Various ways?
Don't say it like that and confuse people.
After I heard from those two that Ibuki disappeared, I had a feeling she was the person wearing the hemp bag. So I immediately led them to the...
But the door wouldn't open. Since we... And when that happened, we didn't... And not just that. Her body was taped to a pillar.
That's when we heard the body discovery announcement. Not once. Just as we feared. It was Ibuki.
So that's how the case played out. Well, it's clear what the problem with this case is. Wait, how do I know anything Hajime just said is true? Sorry, I'm only being impartial. Hajime, if you're the only one who saw that, then you could be lying as much as you—
Lie? Why would I lie?
Obviously. So you could make us ignore what might be an
Do you doubt me?
If you're not lying— Come on, try to prove it. Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
That would also be a lie.
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime's the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie means it probably is Hajime's fault. Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
That would all... also be a lie.
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all,
Why would Hajime...
Well, obviously,
Did Hajime kill both of them?
the fact that the bodies were imitating the movie.
No, that's wrong! I'm not the killer! I mean, there's no way I'd be able to imitate that movie.
Of course you're not.
Huh?
Before the incident, Hajime had never watched that movie. Each person only received one ticket, and they're marked with a stamp that shows the date and time. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Yes, no mistakes there.
Which means there's no way Hajime, who never saw the movie, could commit murders that imitated it. Or did anyone tell him what happens in the movie? Of course no one did, right?
Hold on a sec! You're the one who brought this up in the first place!
Nagito, what are you doing?
Well, since we're opening with your witness testimony, I thought we should solidify the foundation. It also provides a good...
What warm-up? This is...
Don't get mad. I just think warming up is really important.
What a waste of time.
Well, now then, since we know Hajime's test,
So this means Ibuki definitely
Yeah, I'm positive.
Then that seals it! Ibuki committed suicide!
If Ibuki committed suicide, then who killed Hiyoko?
A murder coincidentally occurring in the same place as a suicide. Ain't possible, huh?
Like I said before, it's pretty clear what the problem with this case is. The killer murdered Hiyoko while Hajime was gone. So all we gotta do is establish who could have possibly done that.
Then let's ask Hajime. How long would you say you were away from the
I couldn't have been gone for more than 10 minutes.
So they killed Hiyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes?
That's why the killer stalled for time by making the music venue a closed room.
What do you mean, a closed room?
The killer blocked the venue door from the...
however, that door is the only entrance to the music venue. If they blocked the door from the inside, the killer...
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Which means, when we broke down the venue door, the killer was still inside.
They were?
If that's the case, the only suspicious people are those who don't have an alibi for... And that's you two! Sonia and Kazuichi!
Me too?
What the hell? Why's it gotta be us?
The others all have alibis. Chiaki, Mikan, Hajime, and I all broke down the venue door together. Gundam met up with Hajime at the motel right before that. And if Akane and Nagito were laid up in the hospital, there's another person who doesn't have an alibi. You know, Nekomaru.
Me too!
Hey, why are you talking like... You're kidding, right? You're... Please stop.
Anyway, if the killer was hiding inside the venue, we should obviously doubt the people.
What a wicked way of backing us into a wall!
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
so they looked like they had just rushed over.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside.
No, that's wrong! Hold on a sec. There's also a possibility
From the out...
there was a semi-transparent glob stuck to the venue door.
Semi-transparent...
I see! That semi-transparent glob.
Glue?
Yeah, it had a firm, gel-like chewiness. And based on all that,
I didn't know glue was...
I believe it is not something one...
That glue was only applied to the areas where by pouring it in the gaps of the closed door.
And thanks to that, a glob of glue was left where the door was stuck.
But if you just stick them together with glue, you'd be...
That doesn't really matter. The killer only did that to make us think the door was locked from the inside.
What?
First of all, didn't that drumstick we found seem really obvious? Almost unnaturally so? It was so obvious that it makes more sense to think the killer placed it as a diversion.
Are you saying the drumstick? Then I totally fell for that fucking trap.
Apologize to Miss Sonia and me. However, you're not allowed to slice open your stomach this time.
In a quarrel, both sides are to blame. That's why it's better to just have no sides at all.
So, during the 10 minutes Haji...
And they also taped her up after killing her, right?
Even quick work has...
Oh, what unimaginable speed for a slowpoke like me.
If they couldn't have done it while Hajime was away from the venue, they must have done it earlier than that.
But when Hajime got to the venue, only Ibuki's body was there, right?
And when you went back with everyone else, Hyoko's but it's possible that the body was just revealed at that time, when Hyoko was actually killed earlier.
Just revealed?
Of course, the body wasn't revealed on... Here, I have proof.
That scrap of paper. Is that what...
That's right, but... I got it! That scrap, isn't it part of the... In the music venue storage room, there should have been... There was also a tear along the edge of the wallpaper, wasn't there? If so... You're right. If you overlay the scrap that... See? It fits perfectly.
I see. So the scrap that was caught on the butt,
And what's wrong with that? Does it have some...
A mere nobody like me isn't important. But if you guys were exceptional enough to...
It's all coming together! I got it! Hyoko's body was hidden before we found—
But it would have taken quite a long time to tape up a hidden—
No, the body was already taped up and the killer hid it.
What?
Yeah, by wrapping the wallpaper around the pillar, the killer was— So when I first discovered Ibuki's body, Hyoko's body was already there. However, because it was concealed within a slightly larger pillar, I didn't realize that at the time.
Well, that's understandable. I mean,
So they used the baton lighting on the ceiling to...
the baton lighting forms a perfect circle around the pillar. So using it to hang the wallpaper totally fits.
Then, the reason the wallpaper was covered in so many stickers was to make it look like that pillar.
That's how they hid Hyoko's body, and then peeled off the wallpaper.
But the killer made a mistake. And because of that, a scrap was left on the baton lighting.
The killer must have been in a hurry.
But going to the trouble of hiding the body...
But the crime itself would be much easier to pull off. They just have to peel off that wallpaper and
Then,
Good point. And it's about time we shed some light on...
You mentioned...
Are you kidding me?
Hey, don't put my...
You're pretty noisy.
I don't eat moss. I knew it. There are so...
Ibuki's death by hanging matches the Scarecrow's death from the movie. Not just that, but Hyoko getting taped up after—
It's as if both crimes were replicas of scenes from the movie, although the mutilated Tin Man was omitted.
But why did the killer go to all this trouble in the...
Based on what we know, the reason the killer chose these imitations isn't...
I see!
The reason the killer imitated 2 of the murders from the movie was so he'd mix up the killing.
Then, Hyoko was actually killed.
A valid line.
Yeah, it's valid. The condition of Ibuki's body suggests that as...
What do you mean? If you're going to cry and beg,
I'm not even...
I'll let you sob as much as you want later.
What a jerk!
Oh, I see. You...
An even bigger jerk?
Look, Ibuki died because she hanged herself, right? That means when she was still alive, her feet were touching the floor.
What's wrong with that?
But it seems Ibuki was still standing when Hyoko was killed. That would mean Hyoko was killed before Ibuki.
How? You're a...
Man, he's...
First and foremost, you claim... How can a low-class creature with...
Because she was doing something that's only possible if her feet were on the floor.
It seems you suffer...
You're one to...
When Hyoko died, Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
I am telling you to present your evidence!
Did you see her walking?
If her feet were on the floor... Was there any sign she stepped on something?
I agree with that! Just as Sonia said, that something was blood.
That is not Ibuki's blood, right?
Then it's Hyoko's blood!
Hyoko's only wound was a fatal...
If Ibuki stepped on her blood...
It means Ibuki was still standing, which means Ibuki was still alive.
Don't underestimate the power of the evil eye! Is that...
Does that mean...
Does that mean you have a rebuttal? But... Or... You're so frightened. However, the time... You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to Hyoko? Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no... You can't step on blood that was never there. Just about one... Did you see a nice nightmare? You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to... Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
Allow me to cut through those words! That's not it. The reason there was no blood on the floor is...
Don't say such fool...
Yes, If you look closely, there's a streak on the floor where...
When the killer tried to hide Hyoko's body, they probably cleaned... Ibuki must have already stepped in it.
The reason they wiped off the blood on the floor was so... Even if they're able to hide Hyoko's body, it'd be bad if her blood was left out in the open.
Plus, Ibuki's body was left out in the open, and it wasn't bleeding from any open wound.
Hyoko's body was probably wrapped in duct tape to stop her bleeding.
Actually,
Aside from Mikon, none of...
Maybe the heater...
That's right! I didn't...
If the time of death was...
Yep. Then it's decided.
It appears that... Fine then.
Can't you just shut up?
Now then.
Wait a sec. There's something
Huh? Again? Didn't some...
Hey, if the victim actually committed suicide...
The same as always. Think about it. A suicide means you've killed the most important existence of all, yourself. Unfortunately, that means there's no Blacken to punish, but I guess in a pinch, I can always punish Monami.
Why me?
Nagito? What do you mean? If the victim actually committed...
Well, I mean, I understand Hyoko's death, but I'm wondering if Ibuki was really murdered. For example, it's possible Ibuki killed Hyoko, and then committed suicide due to a...
That's totally impossible! Then she never would have killed her to begin with!
She was afflicted by the despair...
But if Ibuki's the killer, she wouldn't have been able to falsify the sequence of... After Hajime saw the hanged body, the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body soon after means... The killer had to be alive.
Then she was alive! When Hajime first discovered Ibuki, if she waited until Hajime left, that's when
She hanged herself! Remember?
And if she was going to fake her death, her body would have been defenseless in that state. If anyone touched her, that'll...
There's no doubt that someone killed those two. I'm glad.
What the heck?
There's still one more... If Ibuki didn't commit suicide... According to the...
Forrest?
I don't know anything about...
Don't say it all
So, maybe...
So, then our plan is to destroy the weakest... Since Hajime has seen the video, it is... But just to be sure,
It's a cheap-ass surveillance camera, you know? There's no way it'd have some kind of sweet recording feature.
Then, the video...
What time did...
I saw it at the hospital, and I saw the body at the music venue a little after Monokuma's announcement.
So Ibuki hanged herself right before Monokuma. And since we established that Hyoko, that means the time that the murders occurred was before and during the announcement.
Then, we just...
Now then, I shall issue my decree...
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi!
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed!
We can exclude... the sick people like me. Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have... What about you guys? I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then...
Crap! We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before I was totally sleeping.
I think everyone...
So everyone who stayed... What about you guys? I was where I was supposed to...
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by... If nobody has an...
No, that's wrong! Hold on. Not all of... In fact, Mikan and I both have alibis.
You two have alibi?
Up until I saw that hanging video, Mikan and I were actually together.
We even woke up together that morning.
Hey, what kind of situation?
I accidentally fell asleep on top of Hajime.
Too much info.
Yeah, it's not like that. She just came to tell me Nagato's condition had improved.
And we went to the hospital together afterward. So we were together until right before the announcement.
I get it. You guys have alibis.
If that's the case, the killer must be someone else.
It's better if we think about it like that. The killer decided to falsify the murder sequence to hide the actual time of the crime anyway.
So it's inevitable that an alibi for both before and during...
It feels like Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has backed us into a corner.
But committing an imitation murder, faking the time the crime occurred by falsifying the murder sequence, hiding their alibi in the process, was that the only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie?
Are you saying there was...
I feel really bad for confusing you guys so much. I think the killer had a completely different reason.
Hiya!
Stop it!
What a disappointment!
I'm Monami. Once again, I've been put in such an unreasonable situation. Seriously, he's like we were supposed to have a fun... No! This... Everyone, do your very best.
Huh. Did I confuse you? If so,
Man.
If that's the case, if that happened, the imitation would have been perfect. So why did...
Well, it's a...
That rule is too hard.
Seriously, just shut up already! Shut up for...
But I'm thinking about...
Because they didn't kill 3 people like the movie?
It's not just that. Come on. About the lion that got killed second.
That's the one Hyoko's body was imitating.
Even though we're calling it an imitation, the lion was actually pinned by arrows. But Hyoko's body was suspended by
Maybe they just used a common substitute.
Well, that's probably it, but... That attitude is what if falsifying the murder sequence was the killer's plan from the very beginning? They should have taken steps to properly—
But if we never realized it was a half-assed imitation, their entire plan would have been completely—
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying, Hiyoko's murder wasn't.
What?
I understand that imitation wasn't enough.
It's not just the poor imitation. There are also
Strange details.
like, for example, why did Hiyoko—
So, you're saying the truth behind—
I have no freaking clue what—
However, this is getting quite...
Why did Hyoko go to the music venue? There's no way we'd know that!
Maybe the killer summoned her.
If that's not it, maybe she got abducted by the killer.
No, maybe. She went of her own free will.
I agree with that! It's just as Sonia said. She went to the music venue of her own free will.
So,
If no one called for her, then why—
Hiyoko locked herself in her room because she was being I don't think a person like that would leave their room.
There's no way she'd—
Hiyoko locked the room she was staying in before she went out.
If she was forcibly taken from her room,
The killer could have locked her door, right? Just—
Then they couldn't have hidden her room key that deep in her kimono. They would have put— Otherwise, there's no point in messing with the crime. At the time, you were the one who actually took out the key, right?
I won't lose! Are you saying this could be my first and last high—
No!
Shut up! Enough with your— Hiyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into Hiyoko's room and forcibly abducted her! That girl is so small and weak-looking. And that's why the killer targeted her!
But Hiyoko's room was locked. The key was deep inside her kimono, remember? It's more likely that Hiyoko locked the door herself.
The killer was the one who locked the door! So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later! The killer was the one who locked the door! So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later!
There's no reason for the killer to put the key in Hiyoko's kimono. The killer probably didn't realize she even had the key.
Hold on! Try remembering Hiyoko's body! Her kimono was all messed up! There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer!
Allow me to cut through those words! The reason Hiyoko's kimono was messed up was because she wasn't able to properly wear it.
Wear her
Yeah, it's also the reason why she did.
Hyoko seemed to be really struck. I believe that was one of the reasons. That is why I informed her. I told her that there was a full-length mirror at the music.
Then, the reason her kimono—
Yeah, she went to the venue on her own just—
I get it. I lost. Boil me, burn me, take off my clothes!
Hajime, now's your chance! Make her admit defeat. Or better yet, make her do a little something.
Then, the killer probably couldn't have assumed—
Though that may not apply to Sonia.
Though I knew she would go there, there is no way I could have predicted when she would arrive.
Don't go doubting Miss Sonia, you cretin! I'll put you and your hamsters—
Kazui, do you want me to incinerate your clothes?
Gundam, please stop!
Huh? What do you mean?
Of course. I've already overlooked...
Even if the killer couldn't predict it, why did Hiyoko get—
The only thing I can think of is— When she went to the venue by herself, She was probably just unlucky and walked in.
She was killed so there wouldn't...
It probably happened when the killer most likely had already placed the hemp bag over...
Killed, he...
Because the killer used that coincidence for their crime, it made this case even trickier.
That's the reason they imitated the movie to falsify the murder sequence.
Which means that low-down scoundrel didn't...
Then what was the killer actually planning? They've been cunning this far.
Do you?
Damn, we don't know the most important...
Hey, Nagito.
Hey, how long are you gonna stay?
Oh, am I allowed to speak? I'm so happy I'm getting goosebumps.
So what do you think?
I was thinking about it while I had my mouth shut. Ibuki definitely didn't commit suicide.
Huh?
What? I thought there might be a possibility that she faked her death and tampered with the crimes. But now I remember. There was blood on Ibuki. So if she faked her death and walked around the music venue tampering with the crime, there'd be bloody footprints left in various places throughout. So that's why I think there's no way she faked her death. There's...
You know, we already finished...
Huh? Really? That's annoying. I guess I should just awkwardly laugh about it then.
Are you freaking kidding me?
That's strange. That's...
This is strange? What's strange?
I can prove it with this! If Ibuki used the stepladder to hang herself, it's strange.
Huh?
Yeah, that stepladder was completely clean. No footprints or bloodstains at all.
You noticed such a small detail!
But didn't you say you saw that? Then I think there's no doubt.
Unless there was something funny about that video.
I see. So...
But that's something...
Hajime,
As long as I leave this to you...
Yeah, I'll definitely... Damn it! Damn it! Here! That's right, I remember now. There was definitely something strange about that video.
Can you explain it to us?
What's strange is that stepladder I mentioned earlier. It's true that the steps of that stepladder weren't dirty, but on one side, there was a bloodstain, right on the left side of the stepladder. However, that contradicts the video I saw at the hospital. There weren't any bloodstains on the stepladder in the video. It was completely clean.
That is truly strange. If the video showed the moment of Ibuki's death, then he...
Even so, the fact is the stepladder had blood on it at the actual crime scene. But the stepladder in the video was completely bloodless.
And there's no way the video was recorded in advance. If that's the case, the only thing I can think of is...
It's possible those two step-ladders...
Wait, are you saying there were two...
But where would you find another step?
Then one of the step-ladders was somewhere other than the...
You're suggesting that the stepladder in the That's amazing, Chiaki! All that gaming and...
I got it! That's right. Besides the stepladder, the filming location must have been different too.
What do you mean?
I mean, the video I saw was not filmed at the music venue. It was filmed so...
But the hospital monitor is supposed to display footage captured by the music venue camera, you know?
Then, there's a possibility that the kill...
It's all coming together! That's it. The killer just brought the camera from the music venue. With it, they made me think it was a live feed from the venue.
Then only the monitor was left?
Yes, at least when I first discovered him. But when Hyoko's body appeared,
That means you should have realized that from the...
He did discover the body. I doubt his attention...
Well, that's true. In order to hide that the camera was missing. I see! The killer smashed the monitor to... As long as it was in pieces, you wouldn't be able... My attention was so focused on the body that even I couldn't have noticed.
And the moment Hajime left the music venue...
And they destroyed it and left that in pieces as well.
It's easy to say it was filmed somewhere else, but the surveillance camera's connection wasn't that strong.
Despite Kazuichi's desperate repair effort,
The fact that it was able to connect between the hospital and the music venue is amazing and...
I got it! It's possible that...
Huh?
But the hospital and the music...
That's exactly why the killer did something...
There's no way the conference room and the music venue look the same.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue?
Damn it!
There's no way the conference room and the music venue look the same.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
Or did they make some kind of set?
or they might have tampered with the camera.
I still can't believe he mixed up the filming. Hajime, you're pretty stupid.
There's no way the conference room and the music venue look the same.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
Or did they make some kind of set?
Damn it!
There's no way the conference room... And the music venue looked the same.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
That must be it! What the killer did make the music venue the crime scene. They did that by using the black curtain hanging at the back of...
From what I remember, there used to be a really flashy curtain. It somehow became a plain black curtain that didn't seem to be the right size.
That's right! It's...
Oh yeah? Well, your face looks stupid.
That curtain was hung so the music venue would look like...
In actuality, even though the curtain in the conference room doesn't stand out, it is a black light-blocking curtain that's long enough to reach the floor.
I see. The conference room. The same color as the music venue stage. So the killer chose the
Matching floors, matching curtains.
But that's not all. There should...
I can prove it with this! You're referring to the candle in the music venue, right? In the video I saw, a candle was used for lighting. But if you think about it, that's pretty The music venue has good lighting, so there's no reason to even use candlelight.
But wouldn't they have done it to make...
That might have been another reason, but... The lighting in the conference room and the music venue are so different. They couldn't be used during filming. That's why the killer used a
Which means... Are you saying the candle in the music venue wasn't actually used?
That candle was likely placed there just to make me think it was the same candle that was used at...
With candlelight, you can't see things in that much detail. Maybe they were going for... With that cheap-ass camera, it won't capture much in a...
As long as this all matches up. The video I saw wasn't filmed at the music...
If I'd found proof that evidence in the conference... But it appears the killer already covered that up.
But there's no mistake.
The motel would have been too far.
But this must be a surprise. You never suspected that the
The incident isn't happening at the scene of a crime. It's a...
If Ibuki's hanged, then was Ibuki killed?
No, that's right after Hajime saw that video, he discovered Ibuki's body at the music...
I see! The person wearing the hint bag in that video wasn't Ibuki. It was... The killer The killer put on a hospital gown, wore...
By that time,
The actual time of death must have been earlier.
If they took Ibuki from the music venue to the hospital...
But why did the killer go to the trouble of...
The reason the killer made a... There's only one possibility I can think of. Then naturally, the killer's identity will reveal...
Huh?
You fiend! Are you...
You're the only one! Nikon, you're the killer, aren't you?
What are you
Like I said, aren't you the killer who murdered...
Killer? I'm the killer.
Hey, don't you think that a chick like her is the killer? She couldn't even kill a fly. In fact, the fly would...
She's right! A clumsy slowpoke like me killing someone? That's completely out of the question!
But we're the only ones. Thanks to that video, we're the only ones who have the advantage of an alibi.
An alibi? Was that the killer's goal?
Now that you mention it, you guys brought that up earlier.
It's just a coincidence.
But you're the only one who could have filmed that video. Is that also a... At that time, you said you were going to the on... That's when you put on a hospital gown that you prepared in it. By doing that, you made up a video and showed that. Furthermore, I saw that video at the hospital. If someone wants to go to the conference room from outside...
So it's impossible that someone who wasn't already in the hospital went to the conference room to film.
Not only that, the others in the hospital.
So that must...
Please! What are you... That's impossible!
It's not literally impossible. Can't you give a better defense than that?
Just shows she can't even do that.
Hey, you...
Wrong!
Just like Akane said, it is really hard to...
I agree. It is truly difficult to...
That slow-witted remark is...
It's fine. I've been like this in a tournament for social punching bags. Even how many times do I have to tell you?
What do you...
Do you still believe...
Hey, Hajime!
Can you hold... Well, I know I'm being intrusive. I missed all of the critical parts, and I doubt I have anything worth saying at an...
What do you say?
But still, there's definitely no... I thought it was suspicious all... Investigating with the suspect in mind creates a different result than investigating with no leads.
Hey, what are you...
Well, thanks to that.
What?
I've been so focused on everybody else this trial. But I guess now's a good time to say it.
You better not have kept quiet on...
Actually, please don't say such
Well, it's nothing big, really.
Dang! Decisive.
Let's take a look. Regarding the rope Ibuki was dangling from. This rope was supplied by the
Again with the supermarket?
If they got it at the supermarket, that means it was brand new.
What's wrong with that?
I want you to take a close look at this. Near the middle of the rope, it's frayed, as if it was rubbed strongly. But why is it like this? The loop Ibuki used to hang herself is on one end of the rope, and the part of the rope that hung from the baton lighting is on the other end.
Hey, you're taking too long.
It means, well, from... The killer wrapped the rope around Ibuki's neck, pulled both ends at full strength, and strangled her. The center of the rope is frayed because that's the part they used to strangle Ibuki.
Hold on. I've been listening to you for a while, and it sounds like you knew about this. What exactly did you say to me?
Not everyone cooperates at a class trial, just like this case's killer.
Huh?
More importantly, what was all that about the rope?
And then...
Huh?
Huh? You didn't notice? Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, the scars they leave... Scars?
But we believed it. Why would that be? Did we fall for someone? The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame!
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled. To death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd...
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame!
Ibuki didn't die. She was strangled.
That's basically the... Though hanging and the scars they leave would look... Scars?
But we believed it was... Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
That must be it! So that's what happened. We've been falling for the killers. You said Ibuki hanged herself, but that was a complete... You told us the wrong cause of death.
You should have been able to tell the difference between You, Mikon.
Please wait! First of all, I'm not a coroner, so I don't have the medical knowledge to identify injuries like that. That's why...
You were right.
But even a drunk medical student can notice the difference between a hanging...
I'm not taking her side or anything, but being...
He's totally right!
Mikon nursed me till I got better.
Don't you think her devotion to nursing...
Huh?
And if not, her symptoms were still very serious and caused her... It wouldn't surprise me.
So Mikon...
That's a little...
I'm not a criminal. Mikon is. I mean...
You've got it all wrong!
I'm sorry. I just can't forgive them.
Forgiveness or...
Well, if that's the choice everyone... But is that really...
You're friggin' annoying!
There's no...
Is that really true?
Stop it!
I can't stop! I don't want to do this either! But I need to...
You doubt?
That's not it. I suspect them because I want to believe them.
What the hell does...
Huh? I do doubt her. But I still want to believe her. 'Cause... if there's no room for doubt, then there's no reason to believe.
Don't say deep stuff.
If you want to believe in something, believe without...
Fine. Do it.
Huh? Is that all you can say? Ah, so in the end, you're all just a bunch of bullies, huh? Justifying your actions with fancy words. Making excuses for why it's not really your fault. It's all... I'm done with that! You hear me? I'm done!
Hey!
It's not fair. It's not fair. 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 Not fair! Why won't you forgive me? If you did something wrong, you'd forgive yourself right away! What did I do? Why won't anybody forgive me?
Is acting like this your strategy now? Plus, to be honest, I've run out of ideas.
If we don't have any clues, why don't we have... I'm the same, but still. That's why. We gotta stick with this until the very end. So... Hey, Mikan, can I ask you one... If you're not the killer...
Like I said...
Can you prove it?
Wait! Do you have... Because... treating me like a killer... That's totally crap! Why does everybody always hate me?
Is this broad really okay?
But the only one who can find the hole in her... So, I'm going to leave this to you.
Why do you get to decide I'm the killer? Where's your proof? Please, forgive me already! I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Huh? Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight? There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Huh? Is the hemp bag on? Is the hospital gown? Or could it be the hospital?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly...
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
I'll shoot through that contradiction. Mikan, you've as I said before many times, but I never So how can you say anything about the camera angle as if you saw that video yourself?
The only reason Mikan knew the camera angle Hajime had seen is because you're the person who actually filmed that video. Is that...
This is your just reward. The more desperately you argue, the you lied.
Is it true, Mikan?
Huh? I was wrong. No.
That's not it.
I mean... You know that hemp bag Ibuki was wearing when she died? Try remembering the tote bag instead. Ding!
What the heck's wrong with her?
That tote bag. Isn't it the same one that girl was wearing in the video?
How do you know so much about that video?
Who cares? More importantly, did you know that bag is a limited item? Hajime saw it too, didn't you? You remember that you saw me. Whoopsie! Don't worry about it. I remember even if... Ta-da! There's no mistake. So don't you think it's impossible? Using one tote bag in both the conference room And the music venue at this, it's blatantly obvious. That's why that video isn't fabricated. So you'll
Taking your stubbornness.
Then you're gonna forgive me? I'll keep explaining it until you forgive me!
This check.
Will you forgive me? You still haven't forgiven me? I'll do anything you want. Please, draw on me. Do you understand? Why only me? Please, draw on me. Can you forgive me already? Forgive me! Forgive me! Please, draw on me. Do you understand? Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. You're done for! Forgive me! Forgive me! Why only me? You still haven't forgiven me? I'll do anything you want. Please, draw on me. Do you understand? Why only me? Please, draw on me. There's only one bag. It's impossible to use it in two places.
This is the end! Monokuma mentioned... Whoever bought that bag should have received another one as a bonus prize. Which means it's not impossible to use that bag, so please.
What?
It seems...
Why does everybody always hate me?
Nikon, after I go over your crime from the beginning, please just admit it all. Here's everything that happened in this case. The key to this incident is the surveillance. That's why I'm going... When I went to the hospital with Mikon, the incoming signal light on the surveillance monitor... When I switched on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a person wearing a... That surveillance camera unit was designed for two-way communication with the hospital and the music venue. That's why I thought the signal originated... But that was the kill... In truth, the killer brought the music venue and then they filmed that video in the hospital. By doing so, they tried to make me... When in fact, the crime had already been committed by that point. The person in the footage wearing the bag was actually the killer acting as a fake. I didn't know that, so I went to the music venue and found the hanged body wearing a bag on its head. Seeing the body before me, I panicked and rushed out of there to get the rest of you guys. But that was also part of the killer's trap. After cleaning the conference room, the killer was likely watching the music venue from outside. And, as if they were switching places with me, they went inside the music venue and began working on their last trick. First, the killer peeled off the wallpaper covering one of the stage pillars, revealing Hyoko's body. When I first arrived and saw the hanged body, I didn't notice anything strange about that pillar. I didn't expect it to be slightly larger from the wallpaper, or have Hyoko's body hidden inside. Next, the killer destroyed the surveillance camera that was... After destroying it, they mixed it. The surveillance camera the killer used was originally brought from the music venue. When they brought it, they made sure to... They wanted to hide the fact that the camera wasn't at the crime scene. In the end, the killer transformed the crime scene into a... They broke one of the drumsticks from the storage room and placed it near the music. However, they did this to mislead us into believing that the music venue was locked from the inside. In actuality, the reason the music venue became a closed room was because of the glue. The killer sealed the door with glue and intended... With that, the killer finished tampering with the crime scene. They helped us force open the music venue door. And they made us discover not just Ibuki's body, but Hyoko's suddenly... At the time, they inside... Isn't that right, Mikon?
Whoa!
This feeling. I know it was. This feeling of despair!
Mikon!
Whoa there! Before that... It seems your arguments have reached the... Now then, please, who will be chosen as the blackened... Well now. Correct!
Damn it. I won't forgive you.
Hey!
What's going on?
Hey!
Well, that's obvious.
Hey.
What?
What?
It cannot be!
Perhaps... See? Jeez. Isn't that right? Impossible.
Oh?
Huh?
What I did was for the sake of my beloved.
Huh? Huh?
My beloved was the only one. That's right. The only one who... never hated me. They forgave me, they gave me, they loved. I loved them with all this is. It's love.
Hey.
Well... how amazing!
Could it be?
This is... But... such despair. Don't fuck with me! You see? Hey. This is bad.
I am Monaco.
Hey.
Oh?
Of course not!
Oh?
That is...
Oh? Well... do you understand?
Hey. Hey, hey!
Yes, indeed. Now then, I've prepared a...
So it's real. Now I can go to I can finally... Please forgive me.
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!